Okay, so we're going to now move on to Cootamundra. We had some questions about Cootamundra in particular, and I'm sure there's a couple of things that you want to talk about. Just examples for these guys, questions that keep coming up across the continually that you might be able to focus on.
Okay, one of the things I want to focus on firstly is the markets on right. I want everybody to shift their thought processes to day by day how the markets work. The markets again are very very complex. Now, what happens on a country meeting on a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday especially? You must bet early.
So you're saying country is different to, so provisionals are different to
Absolutely,
city. Yeah,
and on
right.
those the 3 days where the big country meetings are obviously are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's what I'm talking about. Now you need now to shift your thought process in. How do the markets work on these 3 days? The markets work fast. A lot of these country stables, the only way they make money is by betting on, and they've got the information. They know how their horses have been working. So there's a lot of stable money around. So as you saw on the first race, let's quickly go have a quick look at Cootamundra race 1. Now I've sent out message after message on these days. All right, you have to bet early, and when I say early, 10 to 15 minutes out. Start looking at the markets 15 minutes out. So as you saw here, what happened here in race 1, okay, we had number 3. You could see here, this thing got backed in. Well, it's not. Here we go. This thing got backed in from 7-1 into $4. All right. Now at the time, I think I'd sent out a message. I think it was probably too late. Now, guys, I can't sit here all day, every day, following the markets and saying, right, this is where everyone needs to take a little bit of responsibility with the information they're about to get. All right. These are the days that you need to be quick. Now you've got the runners on the sheet. You saw here Fly Like an Eagle, Supreme Kitty, Milnine, Bella Days, and Tsunami. Now I don't think I had the pot was huge, so it was a great betting race. All right. Unfortunately, what happened with this particular race is that I can't get it out quick enough. Now I would have accepted a lower thing here. As you can see here, if we drop the price on this runner here, okay, so let's have a quick look. So we had it at 550. Okay, locked in. Look at the pot now. It's gone, and that's still acceptable to me. So this is what you need to actually yourselves look at that, because all you need to worry about is this pot. Now, if you didn't want to take 550, that's fine. Okay, but this is what I mean. You have to now work out what you're willing to accept based on the pot. We are Dutch betting. Okay, now this is just the guide. These are my selections, the winning chances. These are just the guide. No one on their right mind, okay, could ever going to get pricing right. It doesn't matter if you're Dominic Byrne. There's so many guys that I know I can mention. They don't get prices right. It's just a guide. We've all got our own unique way of pricing. My system, my database sets out a price, bang, it sets it out, and there you go. Okay, so you have to focus on the pot. Now, and also these are the days that you've got to be quick. Now, what happened in that instance is that I backed this thing at 6-1, and because I went early, I went 10, 15 minutes early, and that's fine. Okay, and that's how quick that you have to be. Now we quickly move on to race 2. All right, and again we had another situation where we had a horse that we had rated at 750. Okay, and this is what happens at times. Now that thing there was never at 750. Okay, it was at 750 with 15 minutes to go. But what also happened there as well was we had another runner. I think we didn't get price. Well, we had add-on. We got price. We had depth credit. We had price. Atone. LSC. Now what happened there was, all right, because we didn't get price for number 4, all right, and for number 3. Okay, so in that instance, what you do then is you drop this particular runner. You drop it. Okay, let's quickly put it there. Drop it. Okay, now look at that pot. Now what happens here is we take the units that we've dropped off on number 4 and we spread it onto all these other units. Okay, and that's what I talk about when I say spreading the units. Because, all right, the question gets asked, why do you do that for? It's very simple. You were going to outlay those units anyway. Had all these runners been matched, you were going to still outlay those units. So what you do in that instance then is you say to yourself, okay, well, I'm going to hang on, we'll just remove this for a second. Okay. I've done something wrong then, but the question's been asked by me many times. Why do you do that for? Why would you be putting 0.5 units on a horse that I've got given it why not? Can someone give me a reason why not? What are you scared of? Are you scared of price? Price is an opinion. Okay. If my ratings have this thing on the sheet, then I've given it a chance. Now, all it's done, it's spat out a price, and that price is what I've said, well, that's what the horse's price are, and that's what the winning chances are. Now, where our edge is, and we're not, because not many people do this, because they're all too scared, they're all too frightened to do it, right? Now, number 4, we had it rated at whatever it was, I think it was $5, and it was $6, and it went in from $6 into $3.20. Now, we dropped it. Now, what happened with this particular race is that we couldn't get price for the 3. It was too late, so I actually had to drop it. But if you were switched on this particular race, all you had to do then was drop the 4, take the units off the 4 and put it onto all these runners evenly. Don't look at what price the other runners are. That's the problem. Everybody gets frightened. Why am I putting 0.65 units on a 14-to-1 shot? Again, why not? What are you scared of? I'll tell you what you're scared of. You've been trained to think, oh, it's 20-to-1, it can't win. Says who? Who told you that it can't win? How would you know that it couldn't win? All right? I've given it a chance. It's on the sheet, and I think it could win. All right? You have to trust me on this one. Now, if you feel uncomfortable by putting units on horses that are 25-to-1 because you're dropping runners, well, then that's fine. Now, this particular race here, all right, that 4, I was prepared to take it on price. I wasn't prepared to take it on because it didn't rate. If it was rated at $6 and now $3, then it's not a $3 chance to me. It was $6 for a reason. The database said this thing was $5.50, whatever price it was sent out on my sheet. Anything below that is a poor price. Had I rated that horse at $6 and the opening lines were $3, it was never going on the sheet anyway. All right? And this is where we have got big fill-ups. Now, unfortunately, again, I had to pass on that race because we had 2 runners now that weren't matched. And that's what happens. I wish to God that we'd got price on the 3, but we didn't. So we've had now 2 winners on the sheet for 0 collects. And this is what happens. All right, now we quickly go to race 3. I don't want to keep going up. All right, now we had, I think we got the winner in this race. So I think this was a nice fill-up race. Well, what I like to say, because we got the 7. Now, this is what I want to see. Again, guys, I want to see this. All right, this is a good scenario for me. All right, because we were spot on. It was my top pick. We were spot on with the price. It blew out a little bit, and we got the fill up here. We didn't have to include the emergency, which was ideal for us. I don't like including emergencies because I gave this thing a $3 chance or whatever it was, but you know it opened up at $1.90. It wasn't a $1.90 chance. The database said it wasn't a $1.90 chance, so I dropped it. It was a danger. But it had some sort of figures that suggested it was a $3 chance, and I was happy to take it on. All right, so we got the nice fill up there. So far we've got 3 races on the card, okay, but we've only been basically allowed to collect on one of them, which was that race. So we quickly go to race 4. Okay, and we had another situation here where we missed out on price. We had a runner rated at 588. It was there as one of my top picks. We had the 1 and the 2, the 3, and the 2 was an emergency. I don't include that, but we had the 1, the 3, the 5, and as you saw again, all right, we got another winner. Okay, it's out of my control. That thing came in from 7-to-1 into 350. Okay, so we had another, but I didn't think it was a $3.50 chance. Hence why I dropped it. It was dropped. Okay, and we lost on the race because we couldn't collect. So I had no choice but to bet on that, because that's the decision that I make. It wasn't rated. It was rated $6 for a reason, and that's it. It happened to win. Okay, so someone saw something in this runner that they suggested this thing is underpriced, and they took it. Bad luck.
And how far out did that start?
That got backed in from. You can see the timeline on these things. You look at that. That got backed in from say 1 o'clock. So
it's the day before.
No. Well, the day before was $7. I'm not really interested in that. But it hit our price. I thought that was the right price again. So we've got 3 winners that we haven't been able to collect on. This happens all the time. Now, if you want to bet early, you can bet early. I don't recommend betting early. It's not how I do it. But if people want to bet early and go, well, the price is there, well, then take the price. Okay, but you then risk that risk where sometimes where you might get $6 early. That thing might blow out to $10. So it evens itself out. All right. The data tells me that. Betting early, betting late, there's no difference. It levels itself. We've had five winners in the first 5 races, and we've only been able to collect on basically 2 races, and that's it. And this is what happens. And this is where you need to be quick, you need to be fast, and you need to be able to work how the sheets work. Now, if you see a horse rated at $6 and it's gone in from $6 to $3, all right, don't take the $3. All right, if you see a horse backed in from $4 into $2.90 and it's my top pick, try not to take them on, because if I had it rated at $4, all right, and then it's been backed in, and that's what's been killing us over the last 3 or 4 weeks. My top picks have been getting smashed. I then drop them, all right, and they have been winning. We've had loads of races like that.
Especially if you look at, say in race 7, they're all thereabouts in the pricing. There's no movement in that.
No
sort of race. So you must really need to pass.
You must look at that pot, and you must look at the winning chances I've given. Now, when you see a winning chance, when I've got a horse with a high winning chance, all right, and it's been backed in, well, that's clearly my top pick. Okay, so I think in race 7 we had the 2, all right, but it was an emergency runner and we couldn't take it in race 7 over here.
No, yeah.
Now in that particular race, I think we got second. We had Senator Sakova, whatever it was. And, it was a 50-50 call. We got beaten by an emergency runner, which I thought was pretty much underpriced. All right. Now, they backed it in from, I think, $5 into whatever it was. But this is what happens. So the sheets themselves have performed well, but we've been victims of price. Okay.